400 word vocabulary, and all of them had this twang to it. But the guy who's doing the feedings is, he's talking about the snakes. He's like, as you can see, these are jungle snakes. They're not going to do what the rattlesnake does. They are not going to bite their prey and then track it. They are going to bite it and hold on to it and try to eat it right there because it's a jungle snake. It's very difficult to track things down in the rainforest. It's called the rainforest because it floods a lot.
Wow.
Just stop the dude doing the feeding. He's like dead in his tracks. Just a shrill little hick. And he just goes, yes it is. And just continued on. Alright, so that's the dumbest kid. Criminally insane kid. I'm working in this pond type thing. I'm down in this hole building the rocks around it. And so I can't really see much of what's going on in the serpentarium most of the time. I can hear it though. And I could hear this one little kid just droning, just doing this really repetitive, saying something really repetitive, going through the whole thing, just droning. And I couldn't hear what they were saying though. Just outside of my little pit is this hallway with a bunch of snakes on the other side. And so I hear the kid getting closer and closer. Still can't understand him until he's in the hallway, being pushed down the hallway. And then I realize the little kid is in his stroller, being pushed by all these snakes and going, and that one can smell my pee-pee, and that one can smell my pee-pee, and that one can...
Wow.
He gets down to the end of the hallway. We've got like a 9-foot, 10-foot saltwater croc, and he just gets all excited. He's like, and that one can smell my pee-pee.
Wow, that kid is gone.
So yeah, something, yeah.
No hope.
Now here's my second serpentarium story. This one's a little heart touching, and you'll see that that's actually a pun in a few minutes. But but it's also terrifying. We have in there some of the world's most deadly snakes. One of which is black-headed bushmaster. Has an 80% mortality rate. That's including people who have used antivenom. Deadly snake. Just deadly. And I can identify them now just because I've walked past the thing and seen them. And so one day the serpentarium's closed. I'm the only one in there other than one of the main guys. And so I'm just left to work, and I go to get some water at the water fountains in the lobby. I get up to the lobby, and about as far as from me to that ottoman on the ground is this black-headed bushmaster just laying on the floor in the lobby. And his head's facing away from me, so I can't really see much, other than he's there.
Oh.
And not in a cage or anything, and so I pull out my phone and I just call from right there, and I'm like, hey, is there supposed to be a black-headed bushmaster in the lobby? And the guy on the other end, he just goes, he's dead.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, all right, well, sorry for your loss, but yeah. And so, still, snake freaks me out, so I just, step over it like that, and I go and I get some water. I have to step back over it and get back, and I go and work the rest of the day.
Yeah.
At one point, I had to walk back out there, and I get, where I can see it again, and the guy that I talked to on the phone is just kneeling down, just very, very gingerly caressing the snake. It was very oddly heart-touching moment, it's just, I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
And then, so later on in the day, I get done, and we're sitting there looking at what I'd done. He's yaying and naying certain things, and I was just like, so, what's the deal with the bushmaster in the lobby? Is that just like your guard dog? You just put a bushmaster in the lobby to keep people from breaking in or something? He's like, nah, I'm waiting for it to actually die.
Oh man, that's sick. That is so
I was like,
sick.
what do you mean? He's like, his heart's still beating. He's like a 20-year-old snake. He's on his way out, but yeah.
So is that what they do with the snakes when they're dying? They put them in the lobby. Is that what's going on?
I guess the screaming macaws and parakeets and stuff kind of keep them, remind them of home or something. I don't know.
The lobby.
Anyway, that's that.
All right.